All right, public school in the 90s, part 3. Ah, neat, another school episode that nobody asked for. Cool, sweet. Look, this is the last episode I'm doing of this series, okay? After this, I'll go back to talking about the Power Rangers and wrestling from the WWF Attitude Era. But right now, I'm talking about what public school was like in the 90s, okay? All right? Is that fine? And the first thing that I want to talk about
is school jobs.
Now, back in my day, there were a plethora of little jobs that you'd have to do throughout the classroom. For instance, sometimes you got to be the paper passer outer and pass back all the graded papers. You know, see how badly your friends fucked up their spelling test and shit? Holy hell, a 47%! God damn, have fun digging ditches and sucking dick for money for the rest of your life, Eric, you fucking piece of shit. Or maybe, perhaps, it was finally your week to be the goddamn line leader. You remember that? All right, everybody, we got a guest speaker today. So I want a nice, neat, orderly line while we go down to the auditorium to listen to a crackhead tell us not to smoke crack. You got it? And of course, somebody always had to be the caboose at the end of the line, a job that, you know, nobody gave a shit about. Okay, I'm the caboose. Everybody move along now. Shut the fuck up, caboose. We don't gotta listen to you. But I gotta say, out of all the school jobs, I think that school crossing guard was the most pointless. I mean, you got your little belt and your stupid flag on a stick, standing on the street corner like a glorified parking cone, while all the kids walking to school just ignored your ass anyways. Halt! Stop walking! I am the law! Shut the fuck up, crossing guard! We don't gotta listen to you! Bitch-ass crossing guard, you don't know shit! School jobs, they were important, all right? Hashtag fuck the caboose. All right, next up, what do we got?
The Pledge of Allegiance.
All right, now I know kids still do the Pledge of Allegiance in class, but I feel like it was a bit more emphasized back when I was a kid. I mean, it was basically how we started every school day, for Christ's sake. You'd wake your ass up and eat a toaster strudel for breakfast, you'd take your ass to school, and then you'd fucking
pledge your allegiance to the United States of America.
And to me, it's kind of funny. I mean, do you remember what it was like saying the pledge when you were in the first grade? We didn't know what the fuck we were doing. We could hardly wipe our ass, for Christ's sake. We could have been pledging our allegiance to fucking Jabberjaw the Shark for all we knew. You'd have kids that would only know like 60% of the words, just totally butchering the pledge and shit. One nation, on God, invisible, with liver teeth and mustaches for all. The end. But hey, we did the best we could, all right? It's the goddamn Pledge of Allegiance. Hell, to this day as an adult, I'll dust off the old pledge first thing in the morning sometimes. With liver teeth and mustaches for all. What the fuck are you doing? The fucking Pledge of Allegiance, what does it look like? Hashtag on God. Hashtag invisible. All right, next up, we definitely got to talk about
blood sport matches in the lunchroom. Ha!
Now, it's important to note that back when I was a kid, there were two things that you did not want to be labeled as. Number one was a jabroni, which we didn't really know what that was, but we definitely knew we didn't want to be one, that's for sure. And number two was a wuss. And a wuss was apparently anybody that had any fucking common sense whatsoever. Because the only way you could prove that you were not a wuss was to take part in these fucking blood sport matches in the lunchroom. Yeah, I'm talking about games like good old-fashioned bloody knuckles. You know, where you take turns punching each other's fists until somebody cries or fractures a metacarpal. You know, kid shit, that sort of thing. Well, our little version of bloody knuckles was a little different, because we would take turns flinging a fucking quarter at the other person's fist, you know, until somebody cried or fractured a metacarpal.
Are you playing bloody knuckles by yourself? I'll play with you. I'm not a pussy.
And this was all just to show how big and bad we were, and that we definitely were not a fucking wuss. And if that wasn't bad enough, sometimes we'd even give each other eraser burns on purpose. You remember eraser burns? You remember that shit? When some psychopath, aka your fucking best friend, would whip out an eraser and just scrub the shit out of the back of your hand until your skin fell off? Yeah, fucking fun times. I don't know what kind of Tyler Durden shit we were up to back then, but it was stupid as hell. Look, you see? No skin on the back of my hand. You see how tough I am? Well, I can see how fucking stupid you are, I can tell you that. You're gonna get MRSA or some shit. What the fuck is the matter with you? Well, what can I say? Boys will be boys and all that shit, right? Blood sport matches in the lunchroom. Hashtag don't be a wuss. All right, so we've reached the final topic. And that, of course, is
the Pizza Hut Book It program. Ha ha ha!
Now, I don't know where the Pizza Hut Book It program came from, but I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it was probably Bill Clinton's ass. Why not? Maybe like the Secretary of Education was in the Oval Office like, Bill, what the fuck? We can't get first graders to read books. Oh, man, we can't? How about we try, I don't know, pizza-based reading incentives? Bill, what the fuck? That's a great idea. Yeah, I know it is. All right, so the concept of the Pizza Hut Book It program was pretty simple. First, everybody in your class got these little pins with these fucking 5 assholes on them, and every time you'd read an entire book, you got a little sticker medallion to put on the pin. And once you got all 5,
You got a free Pizza Hut personal pan pizza. Oh yeah, cool, neat.
I'm not gonna lie, this shit took the fucking world by storm. It was so popular that our teacher would have to quiz kids just to make sure that they actually, read the book and they weren't cheating. Yeah, I just got done reading this, Very Hungry Caterpillar. Can I get a sticker now? Oh, you did ya? Well, tell me, what the fuck happens to the Very Hungry Caterpillar at the end? Oh, he, got AIDS and died. No, the fuck he didn't, Eric. He got fat as hell, and then he turned into a pretty-ass butterfly. No pizza sticker for you fucking bullshitter, you. But I gotta say, I did the Pizza Hut Book It program the correct way. I'd read all those Choose Your Adventure goosebump books and try to pick the wrong decision on purpose just to end the book quickly. Your pet poodle is possessed by the devil. If you decide to hide in the basement, turn to page 12. If you decide to hide under a table, turn to page 45. Fuck it, I guess I'll hide under the table. Let's see. You're fucking dead, you stupid asshole. The end. Oh, sweet. Yes, done. Another book down. All right. Well, you bet your ass when I got that 5th fucking medallion sticker, I walked in my local Pizza Hut like a goddamn pimp. I want my free personal pan pizza, motherfucker. I'm a learned young man. Give me pizza. Bill Clinton said so. Pizza Hut Book It program. What a time to be alive. Hashtag thank you, Bill Clinton. All right. So that's it. That's what public school was like for me in the 90s. A little bit of good, a little bit of bad. But I think it's safe to say that it made me the man that I am today. A college dropout that does shitty stick figure cartoons on the internet. The end.
brewstew.com